Ellarigu namaskara. Once again, myself Dr. Chandrasekhar Matpati. I welcome you to the session on the short speeches. In today's session, we are going to discuss about how to deliver the effective special occasion speeches. So, we will discuss one by one, that is, we will start up with the welcome speech, how to give a effective welcome speech. Friends, I hope each and everyone should know about the importance of a welcome speech. Welcome speech will always be given at a time when we are about to start any function, any event or any gathering. It is a starting point, and as a speaker you need to make sure that you start effectively, very effectively. Your welcome speech should be very effective. As one of the research says, the people will make their mind within 7 seconds whether they are going to like you or not, and in 30 seconds they are going to decide whether they will listen to you or not. So, the entire occasion, entire function will be dependent on the speaker who is going to give or who is going to deliver a welcome speech. Now, we are going to discuss about how we are going to make the welcome speech effective. What points to be considered, what should not be considered, or what can be included in the welcome speech. See, welcome speech, it is a proper etiquette to welcome an individual or a group to an organization or an event with a welcome speech. See, it is our tradition, it is our culture. Like when even the guest comes to our home or our residence, we first welcome them. That is what, for any kind of events, for any kind of functions, the first and foremost thing as a part of our tradition would be to render the welcome to each and every one to the event or to the function. When you put in charge of greeting a new addition to your team or receiving attendees at a conference, you have to think carefully about writing an effective welcome speech. Then, when you take the time to write one, you will instantly win over the support and affection of the crowd, no matter what the occasion. If your welcome speech is very effective, you are going to win the affection of the crowd. How do you format your welcome speech? Welcome speech anna henge ready ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? As a short, encouraging speech is preferable. Keep it under 5 minutes. The best or the effective way would be from 3 to 5 minutes. You are not going to take much more time to introduce or welcome your guests or the audience. It should be very short, it should be very effective. To begin, you will want to give a warm greetings, like it may be a warm good morning, it may be a namaskara, it may be a warm greetings. Next, move on to some background information about why you all have gathered on this day. Like, say if it is a graduation day, if it is a freshers party, just introduce the topic or why the people or the audience have gathered. You try to introduce the background of why the people have gathered or why the people have assembled for the occasion. What is the occasion? Then finish with what will take place after the initial greetings are done. Okay. After my welcome, I would like to call upon so and so person to introduce our chief guest, or I request the dignitaries to inaugurate the function, or for the invocation song, whatever it may be. Okay. When you complete your speech, the basic outline works for a welcome speech at any event would be to greet everyone, remind them why gathered around, and the next point would be try to give a brief idea about what would be followed by this particular speech. So, this is how you need to format your welcome speech. You need to greet each and everyone. Okay, you should not miss out any important person while you are welcoming. If they are important person, you need to take a name of them. Then you need to remind your audience that why, what is the reason, what is the objective behind why they have gathered in this particular, or why they have assembled here, and what would be the next event which will be followed after your welcome. So, this is how you are going to format your welcome speech. Now, we will try to discuss with the business organization. How is that the welcome speech will be given in the business organization, in the sense in the professional way. Like if this is a welcome address for a business organization, share some goals that will motivate and excite everyone about why they have gathered today. See, if it is a professional way, try to share some goals, try to share some achievements, try to share certain information which will excite the audience for gathering for a particular event. If you are introducing a new team member, encourage everyone to accept the new member of a group. This will initiate the bonding. Next, a casual speech, like it may be a party, it may be a special event, or it may be the conferences. See, if you have given an assignment to welcome the people in the party or in the special event or in the conferences, seminars or workshops, how is that you need to go ahead? That is what, if this is a welcome speech for a party, a special event or a conference, be sure to welcome all the attendees and thank them for coming, thank them for their presence, thank them for their precious time. Use this an opportunity to amp up the crowd and get everyone excited for what's to come. If you are using this opportunity to make a special announcement or to introduce a guest speaker, then you can move on to pertinent details that will inform the crowd about the benefit of your speech. If you have given an opportunity to welcome and introduce, it should be in a very well mannered and very well, it should attract the audience. It should attract the audience and keep them engaged. That kind of a speech you need to give, because in the professional way all are professionals and all will be attentive. But if it is a casual event, if it is a party, if it is a special event, then the audience may not be known to each other, the audience will not be bonding. Hence, you need to pay a special attention for delivering such kind of a speeches, such kind of a welcome speeches. Here I have given a sample speech. How is that you are going to give a welcome speech in the corporate environment where a new member is being introduced to a team. Okay. An example which has been given, that how is that you are going to introduce a new team member in your organization. See, greetings team, welcome to our first team meeting of this year, or it may be a second team meeting or whatever the number of meeting. You just say welcome to the team meeting of the year. I want you to know how deeply appreciative I am for all the hard work and dedication you put forth each and every day. Because of our incredible diligence, we have been able to attend a new member to our family. See, we are welcoming a team member and how exciteful we are trying to introduce that. Okay, we are trying to give a reason why the new member have been joined. ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ member join ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಯಾಕೆ join ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ? Because each and every member of a team have contributed towards the organization, because of which we are successful and we are able to hire a new person to our organization. See, that is how. Welcome to our first meeting. I want you to know how deeply appreciative I am for all the hard work and dedication you put forth each and every day. See here, what I am trying to tell, I am trying to say that a new member have been added because of the hard work, because of the dedication of each and every member who are involved in an organization. Next, today I would like to introduce you to XYZ. She comes to us from an organization we all know and love, company name, with over 50 years in the IT industry. We are excited to welcome her to the overseas and expand our team with her expertise. See here, what is that we are doing? We are trying to introduce a person by her work, by her background, by her experience, and how is that experience will add a value to our organization. Then her area of expertise pertains to the world of finance, but I know you will enjoy working with her in all our initiatives. Together, let's give a resounding round of applause for the newest member of our team. See, this is how a very small speech, but very effective, and the larger matters, because you are appreciating the audience, you are appreciating the person who have joined us, and you are also giving encouragement and excitement to all the people, so that they can accept her or him as a part of a team. Next, a special guest speaker. If you want to introduce a special guest speaker or a chief guest to the gathering, to the event, to the function, how is that we need to go ahead? Like, hello everyone, or say good morning, or say good evening, or greet them, or just say namaskara. I am so excited to see you your smiling faces at this year's team retreat. We are going to have an amazing weekend together. Just wait until we get to team building event out at the lake, out at the party, out at the garden, whatsoever the place may be. In the meantime, I have a very special guest I would like to introduce to the group. Many of you may already know her by name. Okay, I have given an example of just a Miss Ria, is one of the most prolific self-development writers out there. Her books have a tremendous impact on a lot of people, leading to more balanced personal and professional life. She has prepared a short presentation containing some very helpful tips that each and every one of us can benefit from. So, let us welcome a warm round. So, let us give a warm applause for Miss Ria. See here, it is also a kind, or it is also an example of a short speeches. See what all I have tried to cover here. First, I greeted the audience, that is the first line. I am so excited to see your smiling faces at this year's team retreat. Second, I tried to introduce the speaker or the guest, and what is the credibility of a guest, okay, why we have invited them as a guest for this particular function, what is the credibility. Then we have said what would followed by after this. After this introduction, a small presentation will be given by the guest speaker. That is what we have said earlier, that your presentation should include to welcome each and every audience, to introduce a speaker, and the credibility of a speaker, as well as what will be followed. See, okay, now we have taken an example of a short speeches of how to welcome. Now, we will try to discuss about how to make a speech effective. See, each and every one of us would like to give a very effective speeches, but the first and foremost thing we need to keep in our mind is about the practice. The practice will make the speeches effective. You may write a wonderful speech, but when you try to deliver a speech, you may not be so very effective. So, the first and foremost thing is about you need to practice, you need to write down, you need to practice once, twice, so that you must have a perfection. See, next one, everything in life can be a little bit smoother with research. If you have a better understanding, then it will be a very smoother. No matter the occasion for the welcome speech, do a little research beforehand, so you can prepare everyone with solid information for what is to be come. You need to understand, you need to do a research, whom I am going to welcome, what is the occasion, why the particular event is organized, what will be followed, or what is the schedule of the event. So, you need to do a research, then gets people name right. See, many of the time the speakers will not able to pronounce the name of the speakers correctly. So, try to rehearse that, try to get well versed with the chief guest, so that you can take a name correctly. If you are addressing someone in particular, make sure you get the titles and name correctly, including how to pronounce their names correctly. Whom to call as a sir, whom to call as a madam, whom to call as a professor, whom to call as a doctor. Okay, that is what the name and the titles has to be correct. You can't call a CEO as an executive. Okay, that is what you need to get the title correctly, as well as you need to pronounce their name correctly. Then use the right tone for your audience. Is it a formal or an informal gathering? For a formal gathering, the tone should be different. For the informal gathering, the tone should be different. The success of your speech will be dependent on striking the correct tone. For a formal gathering, you can't use the informal tone, or you can't use the casual language. For the informal, you need to behave casually, you need to welcome casually, but for the formal functions, it has to be a formal, it has to be a official language which you have to use. You are ramping up the crowd, but if it is a serious event, you don't want to get too effusive. If it is a fun event, you don't want to be stiff or seem like you are reading of a monotonous list of fun facts. That is what, friends. If it is a formal functions, then if you read out certain part of a welcome speech, that can be acceptable, but if it is a informal and if you read out, the audience will not accept it. So, you according to the kind of a event, you need to choose the tone, the pitch of your speech. And last but not least, try to be brief. As I said earlier, you can use or you can take an opportunity to speak from 3 minutes to the maximum of 5 minutes. And our next part is to see what is that you need to avoid in your speeches. See, so far we have said what is that you need to include. Now we are trying to speak what is that you need to avoid. It is just as important to know what not to include in your speech if you want to leave people inspired. These are the things you need to try to avoid in your speeches. For example, don't give too much details. As I said earlier, try to be brief, try to be precise. Don't try to give each and every details about the conferences. Like, since this is a basic, a general welcome, try to steer clear of detailed information. Your speech should serve as a blanketed welcome to everyone in the crowd. Now, not the time to address specific matters, but rather to address everyone in the audience and make them feel welcome and wanted. It is just a formal welcome, and you need to welcome the important persons as well as in general each and everyone to the gathering. Don't talk for too long. That is, as I said earlier as well, you can take up till 3 to 5 minutes of time, so that to welcome the audience. Don't use offensive language. Either it is a formal function or either it is an informal function. Don't try to use the offensive language in your welcome speech. Like, in the spirit of keeping everyone excited and optimist, be sure to steer clear of any jokes or comments that could be considered profane or in the poor taste. Don't try to crack a joke on any matters or any person in your welcome speech. Try to use official language and don't ever try to use any offensive language towards any person, towards anything. Okay, be formal and be brief, be precise. Okay. Then the next part of the speech is to engage your audience. In the short speeches, it would be very difficult to engage your audience. So, with this particular slide, I am trying to make sure that what should be the points which we need to consider, so that we can engage our audience. Like, say, deliver your speech when people will be most attentive. If you are welcoming or introducing someone to the group, do it when everything is just starting and people are gathering. This being said, you shouldn't have to work too hard to engage your audience. Many of the time, the welcome and the introduction will be done at the beginning of the sessions, at the beginning of the events, at the beginning of the functions. So, these can be done easily because the people are in the fresh mode. So, engaging the audience will not be that very tedious for these kind of speeches, that is the welcome speech and the introduction speech. Usually the welcome speech will be the first speech by which the events will be started, and usually the second or the third stage would be the introduction stage. So, the audience will be fresh and they are very attentive. So, they can be engaged. And when we speak about the vote of thanks, it would be usually the last part of a function or last part of a event, wherein the people may be exhausted, the audience may be exhausted, they are not interested to listen anymore. So, for that we need to keep these in mind, like you have to be sincere, your sincerity should shine through and remind everyone why they should be excited to be here. Keep a positive, upbeat attitude, your attitude should be positive, your speech should feel authentic and honest, it should not be a makeover. Remain friendly and courageous to all. Use the eye contact, it is one of the important aspect of any kind of a speeches, that you need to maintain a healthier eye contact with your audience. What is a healthier eye contact? That is, when you are trying to face the audience, it should always be from left to right and right to left. You need to make sure that each and every person in the audience, you will maintain a eye contact, and the eye contact should be such that the time period should not be more than one particular second. For a second you need to maintain a eye contact with each and every audience, and that should be from a right to left, left to right, front to end and end to front. That is what one of the best way to appear welcoming is, to maintain the eye contact. Scan the crowd, look into as many eyes as possible. Simply stepping to the front of the room or reading of a sheet of paper will fall very flat. That is what, for any kind of a speeches, you need to make sure that you maintain a eye contact with almost all the audience. If it is a large gathering, then as many as possible. Thank you.